Hey everyone, this is Persia from Team Broken Tier, and welcome back to Marvel Minds. I know, it has been a really long time, but I'm back in the swing of things and ready to get the ball rolling. With that said, please tune in this Monday for the first ever Marvelous Mondays podcast. Me and a few other awesome Marvel heads over at Marvelous Essentials are going to be going over some recent tournaments, some Marvel action, and more. You'll be able to catch us at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/Marvelous Essentials. Now, on to the match. As everyone knows, EVO2015 was life-changing. Everything you thought you knew about Marvel went completely out of the window. Kane Blue River ended up taking home the gold, but he had to pass a lot of hurdles to get there. Kane vs. ApologyMan was really interesting to me because ApologyMan usually has the capability to get the first hit and guarantee the win. I hear quite a few complaints about the cheapness of his team. The difference here is that KBR does have an option on the incoming with Sentinel to avoid the unblockable. Although only having one opportunity to truly avoid a perfectly timed unblockable sounds like it doesn't do much, it can actually change the dynamic of the match. KBR's team can be extremely momentum heavy and capitalizes on human error more than almost any other team in the game. Why? It does a ton of damage, it has a lot of health and body armor, solid and effective mix-ups, of course, one-touch kills. And all of these things tied in with KBR's pressure and brave decisions turn these three characters into an amazing tournament team. ApologyMan can go for a snap on Sentinel, but KBR could easily turn that around by betting it all on hard drive and opening up some avenues of attack to try to gain an advantage. ApologyMan would have to wait until he lands a snap on Sentinel when he has no meter to solidify the hit. So let's keep that in mind as we run through these matches. In Game 1, Kane starts close right from the start, but this actually leaves him vulnerable to Firebrand as he gets above Hulk and catches him swinging. He knows Hulk has too much health to be able to kill, so he goes for the snap on Sentinel. This is a great choice since Sentinel does have some incoming options like we mentioned before. Kane comes in trying to evade instead of going for a hard drive and gets trapped by Skrull. So far, it's a great start for ApologyMan as he gets the TAC and he even gets a well-timed air reset to finish off Sentinel as he forward techs. ApologyMan spins the 2 meters for the kill and leaves himself with plenty of time to charge the unblockable Firebrand and pick up the hit on Hulk. ApologyMan ends up going for a snap to bring in Hagar, but Skrull Assist does not come out and it ruins the incoming setup. Instead of trying to maintain unsafe pressure, ApologyMan eventually backs away and reestablishes the neutral. Knowing when to back away will help you more than you think. He then continues to use good strings and super canceling to evade Hagar and perfectly dodging the assists. ApologyMan gets a ton of mileage off those fireballs and didn't even need to get close to Kane. Eventually, Kane DHCs into Hulk to keep Hagar from dying after slowly getting clipped and chipped away by fireballs. Firebrand still clips Hulk on incoming, and then he hits Hulk with the same tactic as the start by hovering over Hulk and catching him swinging. He goes for an early X Factor to guarantee a dead Hulk and leave himself open to a free unblockable to take Game 1. Kane starts close again, but instead of staying grounded, he covers the air and uses Hagar to cover the ground. This opens up Firebrand early, but the drones are too far away to connect and ApologyMan gets a second chance. He waits out the pressure and then tries to take a turn to attack, but without an assist, he left himself open to a throw. Kane hops over, reads the backwards tech and uses the charge to tag Doom and then charges away for safety. ApologyMan gets a little too comfortable throwing projectiles and Kane flips the switch to take out Firebrand in the blink of an eye. ApologyMan manages to block the first few layers of Kane's incoming mix-up, but it's the dirty cross-up Air S that opens up Doom. Riding the wave of momentum, Kane snaps in Skrull to try and eliminate the anchor threat. After that cross-up only a second prior, ApologyMan was already trained to up back and fall right into Kane's trap. That throw leads to a kill on Skrull and leaves ApologyMan with only Doom. You would think that this would be impossible, but ApologyMan lands a sweep and chases down the back tech from Kane to not only hit Hulk on wake up, but also catch Hagar just as he was coming out to get the happy birthday. Thankfully, he had X Factor on deck to take out both characters, but he ends the combo with a super, which didn't really leave him with enough time to set up a solid incoming mix-up. Kane notices this and throws out air jabs since they're fast, and he's able to get it confirmed from them. Kane is following the same game plan, but ApologyMan tries to switch it up. He ends up getting sandwiched in between Hulk and Hagar, and Kane makes him pay this time around by finishing the kill on Firebrand. Super jump clap with Lariat on the incoming is extremely ambiguous, and it lands a hit on Doom, but Kane gets right to the point with a snap into Skrull. ApologyMan does not want to take that mix-up again, so he spins the bar to get out of danger. As he's trying to play safely, he ends up getting sandwiched between Hulk and Lariat again, but he recovers nicely with some great awareness on the tech throw. However, this does not stop Kane from staying on Skrull. He does not want to let Skrull get away, and it shows as he uses every tool to constantly pressure Skrull until he can get him to crack. ApologyMan tries to X-Factor punish Hulk, but Hulk recovers just in time. ApologyMan tries to dash in and apply pressure, but Kane stops him dead in his tracks with a throw. Hulk hops over it and catches Doom's neutral tech with a meaty light to take Game 3. ApologyMan manages to get away at the start this time and shows some great mobility and patience with Firebrand. He's able to get back into the groove like he was in Game 1 with his use of fireballs and pokes. Just when Kane thinks he was protected by drones, Firebrand's dive has the perfect angle to avoid drones and catch Kane off guard. Then he uses a hard attack combo for optimal damage to take out Hulk. ApologyMan is looking strong and keeps Kane blocking on incoming with a fireball into Skrull assist. Kane doesn't push block the fireball, so Firebrand is able to stay close and string up Kane until he opens him up low as he hits the floor. Surprisingly, ApologyMan goes for the snap into Hagar. This is what ultimately will cost him the match. He gets the free unblockable on Hagar and spins the X-Factor to secure the kill. It takes the entire X-Factor time to kill Hagar and leaves ApologyMan's full team up against level 3 Sentinel. Kane hard drives away from the corner to avoid any mix-ups. ApologyMan uses that time to power up Firebrand so he can try to annoy with his fireball game, and then Kane X-Factors. This doesn't faze Kane as he continues his rushdown and lands a nearly full screen air-to-air confirm to kill Firebrand. Then, in the heat of the moment, ApologyMan misses 2 huge punishes on Sentinel. But then Kane air throws the second up back from Doom to bring this down to a one-on-one match. Kane tries to catch Skrull's dive with a hard drive, but Skrull was already out of range. When ApologyMan goes for the level 3 punish, it does not catch Sentinel in time before he recovers from the hard drive. Kane successfully blocks the cross-up on top of that to win the match 3-1. Had ApologyMan gone for the kill on Sentinel instead of snapping in Hagar in that final game, I definitely think he could have tied it up, and who knows what could have happened in that final match. I guess that'll be up to the run back between these two players. But Kane did an amazing job throughout the entire tournament, and even against a team built for unblockables, he still made his team work. There's a lot to be said for people who can adjust to Kane's team in a 3 out of 5 though, let alone under the pressure of being at EVO. So it was such a great match, and so many more great matches are to come this season, I'm sure of it. A lot of people want to claim that the game is dying, but it's quite the opposite. The game is simply getting down to only the finest of competition. We're seeing less random and more calculated. First Attack Grand Finals was a perfect example of that, but we can talk more about that on the Marvelous Mondays podcast tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.